All right. Time to do my usual. So promos. One watching now, it's me. There we go. Or not. Thankfully, no one's watching. All right. No idea where. Alright, now to get to the business part of things. Actually getting the deck. That would be convenient. Do I even have all the new cards? I do not. And I just recently updated too. Huh. What did I do? Hold on. There we go. Hmm. Let's change something. Then there. Did that work? No. Hmm. I'll just have it simple there. Actually, Alright. Ignore that search that was from last night. Okay, so I can't get images. Ah, conspiracy. Get in there. I don't think I have that card in here. Sure. And that one. Don't remember if I have it, so just in case. Angel of Condiments. Are these not in order? Oh, there it is. But they still aren't in order. Sections. Oh. Okay, got that one in at least. A lot of angel ofs. Interesting. Either I didn't promote my stream enough, or Boros is boring. Oh well, I'm not too mad. What are you? Anyways, gonna have to learn which ones to ignore. Guardian. No, no. How do I? Skirmisher. Anger. Just good old anger. This one, I I don't want to run. I don't know how good it'll be. I know it's Avacyn, so she's supposed to be great, but 3 damage AoE, the decks that I'll end up, or I don't think it'll work enough. I am just now talking despite nobody watching, but someone's got to be here. I guess it'll have to be me. YouTube hasn't been saving these anyway, so what difference does it make? Do I have courage? Doesn't look like it. I guess I just figure flying is enough. But then trample, whatever. Alright, someone's being daring. Daring to speak about a certain movie that should not exist. Too many, it doesn't exist. What are you? You. Keep fun. I see. That's a weird card. Huh. We'll see. We'll see. Got both Aurelias. Ah, that Allison. Let's put in the good one. The only one worth mentioning. Aspirant A. Oh, what? Huh. I actually like that design space. Although they claim that it's too complicated or maybe too much for enfranchised players and not enough for new players. Time Spiral block? Oh, I wish we had another. Maybe even add a Tarmogoyf 2.0. Hey, someone joined. Welcome. Not sure who you are, but right now I am currently building a Boros deck for a friend of mine. He likes playing Magic, but he doesn't always feel like he's on par with the group. So I figured I'd build one for him. Don't consider myself a master deck builder in the slightest, but I'm a good friend. The heck is that art? Nice. Anyway, you know what? I'm sure you're half joking, but why not? Hey, Vera. I would ask for tips on what you would like to see in the deck, although it looks like I'm not able to see all of the new cards. Most recent set they even show is Historic Anthology 3. So no Commander Legends, no Zendikar Rising. I've updated my computer and everything, nothing new. I'll have to look into it later. I'm mainly going for a bit of an angel theme. Original plan was to have a human support package, but I think I'd stick with angels because that's his jam. Okay, I'm trying to find Frenzied Settle Brute. Apparently it's too new of a card. Grants everything haste as long as it attacks something that's not you. Lovely effect. As you might be able to read in the comments, I wanted this to be a partner pairing, but as mentioned, not all of the partners are here. So I'll just stick with good old Aurelia. Technically, he already has one, but I'm going to buy him a second one so he doesn't have to take it out of his primary deck. Another one that's too new. Hellkite Courser. ETB, drag your commander to the field. Give it haste. Back to zone at end of turn. If I run any tutors of sorts, it'll probably define this. Because I feel like that would greatly speed up the deck after a while. Come on. Really? Oh, that Keeper of the Accord. Yeah, that's new. The limitations of technology. Hey, Graham. The commander that I'm going to end up using is Original Aurelia. I would like to use. That is so small. Who just pinged? Who just. Oh, alright. Did that do anything? Anyway, I'm using the Original Aurelia as the commander. Uh, this deck's all about combat steps. I would like to do the new pairing of the partner Acroma with Bruce. Unfortunately, the app that I'm using looks to not have anything from Zendikar Rising to present day, so doing what I can. It's got most things. Got any suggestions? The deck is Angels and Boros colors. Likes to be keywordy. And of course, as I say that, I'm typing in a dragon. But I think it's just a nice effect. Pay red, everything gets fire breathing. Not bad. And then doesn't have Morog for some reason. I haven't been able to play Arena in a while, but I've seen enough clips of that card. I want to run in something. Both objects are quality, at least in this instance. I caught pole dragons. Radiant Comma Archangel. Didn't even notice that. Is that supposed to be a take on Raphael? If you have any name drops you want to drop, let me know. I'll be more than happy to include your ideas. Try to get this in. In case you're curious why I have Excel on the side, uh, for a while I've been using that as a deck building helper. Have them sort with like, removal, exile, bounce, life gain. This cares about combat steps. Stuff like that. This one I'm on the fence about, but I'll keep it for now. I'm willing to take it out though. That art makes me really want to go back to Phyrexia. It just looks unsettling, but I want to know more. Once again, what is that art? What? I am adding that to my Tristani deck, which I might build either later tonight or in a later stream. As far as I know, I'm one of the few people that built them with an Eldrazi theme. Anyways, what I'm actually here for is right below it. Good. Once again, this clearly shows that I was intending on an Acroma build. Aurelia only kind of helps it. This one combos with this beautifully. Where is it? No way. Is it not? Oh, there it is. Tap all creatures. Destroy all tapped creatures. And once again, keyword soup, but possibly useless in a non-Acroma build. The only Praetor I'll run in this deck, if any. A lot of Heralds. And once again, if I'm going Acroma, oh yeah. 9-13 in the air. Not bad. The list that I'm going off of, where I'm finding all these, it shows I have 157 cards. I'm hoping that with my organizing on the side and help of chat, I'll be able to narrow that down to at least 120. Hopefully a pure 100, ideally. And how do I bring that up? No, that's not good enough. Any other suggestions do you guys have for the deck? Also, if either of you have Cockatrice, then I would love to play test this against anyone. Simply building a deck can only do so much. I'm wanting to put this in simply because of the backside. I would like to hope it would be able to get the 5 cards easily. If it is possible, definitely be able to fly forward. Fair enough. Fair enough, Grim. If I could get if I could get Arena to work on my PC, I would consider streaming it. I really need to figure out how to get background music because I imagine it's a bit dull. But even then, for some reason, Arena just does not load. I don't know why. I've been meaning to uninstall and reinstall. We'll see. Thankfully, I'm still able to play Magic with this. Do you play those on ladder, standard, and historic? I'm kind of curious to build a historic deck, but I've also heard it's not much better. It's just as broken as the regular standard. If I return, more than likely it'll just be uh, draft in friendly games. Excellent. So you say you play historic and standard. Do you play any brawl? Commander Light. Oh yeah, it's a Commander Legends card. Meteoric Mace. 6 including red. For an equipment that gives trample and has cascade. Lovely. Understandable. It's close, but nothing is the same. One format that I would like to play more of, yeah, pretty much. Uh, one thing I would like to play more of is Oathbreaker, which is slightly smaller commander. Pick a planeswalker though, and you get a signature spell. Instant or sorcery you can cast from outside the game as long as you have your commander. Typical commander tax applies to that too. It's an interesting format. Right now, the main planeswalker I'm building around for that is Xenagos from way back in Theros. I feel like all of the Gruul planeswalkers are just either bad or they get killed off in the story. No love. Despite not having any green creatures, I do still appreciate the boost, and the trample. Generally, the decks I play tend to be Jund, but I'm willing to branch out, although I'm reluctant to play any blue. I think the closest that I've allowed myself was this card. I have started building a deck around her that is actually Dragon Tribal. Dragons, a little bit of theft, but barely noticeable, and just go. Have her out with, I think it's this one, no, there. Have, let's say, 3 dragons, including him. That's an immediate -3, -3. I've got a friend who plays elves. He would not last. That is, okay, it's good, I got it in. One thing I like about Cockatrice, despite its apparently limited card pool selection, all the cards are free. The interface is very simple. Everything is manual, so if you want to take back or fiddle around, it's all up to you. I greatly appreciate that. I used to play or at least build on X-Mage, but I've come back here. Honestly, the only gripe I have is that the card base needs to be updated. When I first got into this, or when I first found out about Cockatrice, it had up to Journey to Nyx, and then it stopped. Where is, oh, there it is. So, Grim, you say that you tend to only play standard and similar. How long have you been playing Magic? I forget if I've asked in the past. That's a new card. Boy, what? Yeah, I like coding. I want to do more. I need to do more. But coding in cards, although it's probably easier here, is probably a pain. Now, what's the difference between palm and swat? Oh, eh. And since I don't think it's showed up, there's Palm. Back to image if possible. A simple card, but effective. Yeah, no. White elephant gift exchange. You can't see the image. Oh no, it's not gonna have that. No, that's too new as well. And that one, there is an option to make your own cards and then slip them into your decks, but I haven't fiddled around with it, and I'd rather just them update it. Now that I think about it, I'm guessing part of why they've stopped updating is because of the half and half land, non land. Maybe that's the issue. If that's the case, though, they better be ready for Kaldheim when they keep having that as a mechanic. I wonder what the art is for that here, though. Not showing. That one's too new. I have a strangely high number of the Zendikar Rising cards here. Huh. Someone once offered to trade me for this card while it was in my deck that I was using at that time. My only commander deck that I use in paper. So I said no. I know it's good. I have used it to throw off my opponents before. I'm going to keep it. Oh, oh, StarCraft. Oh man, I've heard of the game, but I feel like I'd be going in too deep even if I dip my toes. Let's see. Hmm. All right. Very good track record, I see. This is an interesting AoE spell, in my opinion. I kind of want them to bring it back. How much is it actually? Oh, 18 cents. Psh, goodness. Is it bad or overlooked? Anyway, how many cards are we at already? Yikes. I think I'll do everything until lands and then just work from there. Did I already add? No. Did I? Oh, it's right at the top. Whoops. Okay, so let's show them side by side. Hmm, didn't realize how many burning trees there were. That's a strange sentence. Anyways. Oh, don't tell me you're a new card. Oh, good. M15. That set brings back memories. $450 down the drain. I was young, or at least naive. All I cared about was do they not have jumpstart? No, they. Oh, I guess they don't. Hmm. Come on, there we go. Spent roughly 450 on M15 fat packs, trying to get the Garrett that +1 kills a planeswalker. I thought that was rad. Turns out it's not guaranteed after you buy enough boxes. Instead, I got 3 of the Ajani's, which I think nowadays is actually played more. So, yeah, I I don't even know where those 3 Ajani's are. I was just so mad that I didn't get a Garrett that I didn't care. Hey, here's a card that's technically better, probably. I should probably save. Yeah, sure. Never mind. I'll just save at the end of the stream. Do I already have this deck made? Just in case. I'm already in this deep. I'll just carry on. I don't expect to be competitive in the slightest, but I like my decks to at least stand a chance. Unfortunately, that seems to be a bit of a struggle. It'd be nice to go to a tournament. I'm local enough for there to be one, but unless it's a draft focus tournament, which maybe still exists, I don't expect to get far at all. I'd probably just go for the side stuff. Alright, Ressa's lands, I can figure that out later. I need to make 43 cuts roughly. We'll say 40 cuts. Oh boy. what happens if I... Not sure how to move it to a sideboard. Oh well. Now to go to possibly the tedious part. I'll start with the creatures though. Whoa, no. Don't ruin the illusion. We'll say... I have no idea if I spelled that right. I probably didn't. And bring this to... Forgot about that part. How does it look though? You wouldn't notice much of a change, I guess. Yeah. I'll deal with it later. Formatting. Unfortunately, I haven't built enough of a following, I guess you could say. So I don't really know how to put myself out there, how to draw an audience. I'm sorry that it's just us two for now. I'd like to be able to connect to people. This one's gonna be... No, just in case. I was originally planning to have a number off to the side to show how many keywords my cards would have so that I could see how much they would get buffed by a chroma. Unfortunately, well, I can't. I can't show off a chroma to show the ability. Although, since you're listening, I'll go ahead and read it off. It is or if you're not aware, 5 and 2 white, 6/6, flying, first strike, vigilance, trample. At the beginning of each combat, until end of turn, each other you control gets, I'm going to shorten it, +1/+1 for each ability they have. Flying, hexproof, haste I think is in the list. So Swiftblade Vindicator, a 2 mana 1/1 turns into a 4/4. I think that's great. Come on. Yeah. And I'll consider you to be an O-ring. So, Grim, uh, do you have any? I know that you're generally with the Dark Titans. Do you have any tips on growing an audience? You seem to be doing well. We'll call it that. Let's say the reason I put it in mainly is keywords. Ah, well, one other thing I forgot to do. Eh, I would do it this way for the time being. Normally, I have them. Where? Where are you? Normally, I have things color coded, but I'll just go to the main part. I'll letter them. Then Fury is red. Most things are going to be white, so I figure I can get away with this. Hmm. I'll consider it an O-ring. If not O-ring, control. Hmm. Although you don't do it directly, let's see if this is worth even making a category for. Yeah. I wish there was a way to invert the scroll function. I'm still getting used to that. Used Mac for a long time, went to PC for a little bit, went back to Mac for coding on my own, and now I'm here again. Let's do here. Really? What? There we go. Actually, I'm going to change that. Is this right? Yeah, cool. Let's do... No. There we go. I'll put in the life gain. Unfortunately, I don't have much to say at the moment. I was hoping a few people would be in chat so I could bounce off of them. Still getting used to live streaming. This is my second one. I'll find people eventually. And the archetypes. I enjoy their inclusion. Anger is also red, yes. Actually, Aurelia. I'll consider her to be keywords. There's trample and vigilance and whatnot. She's flying. Hmm. That is some cool art. If you're going up against her, you're done. Extra combats. Once Cockatrice does update their card selection, I will absolutely be updating this deck. Goodness. There we go. Yeah. In case you're, well, I guess you can already imagine there's a monitor over here, hence my head jerks. Five mana, 5/5 with purely upside. That almost feels like they printed it today. Goodness. Alright. Since it's just us two, what I'll probably do after shrinking this deck is move on to a second one that I'm thinking about. Hopefully one that's easier to narrow down. A deck round to them with Eldrazi. Just casually dropping some 8/8s, some 10/10s, some 5/7s that exile whatever you want, and then making more of them. Not bad. And then I I hope my friend can make this happen. I have both of the cards already in paper, right there. I want to see this work. They introduced meld as a mechanic on black, red, white, 6 cards across the whole set. It felt underwhelming as heck to me. It was one of my favorite parts of the set, the idea of fusing cards. Granted, that's probably because I come from Yu-Gi-Oh, where you had fusion, synchros, exceeds, that's normal. But there was potential with Meld. They could have had Meld become the starting point, and maybe it was, for Host Augment that we saw in Unstable. And I wanted it to be good. Aside from these two being nice, one combo that I keep wanting to make work is Handwire Battlements, a simple land, tap to add colorless, red to give haste, and this, a simple token producer On attack, make two 1/1s. Sure, when you have both, you get a 7/4 that deals 6 extra damage. That should be great. But no, as far as I can tell, it was never played. We have Amonkhet remastered in Historic. We have Kaladesh remastered in Historic. They probably shouldn't do Battle for Zendikar remastered because I've heard that block kind of flopped. But if they bring back Shadows remastered, and I know they have the cards on file, I have I've heard from good sources. Bring back Meld. I will make it work. I will build a deck around this card. That's probably the most I've talked all night. I I know that Vera has her rants. Desolator Magic has his qualms and issues with the game. I'm a quiet ranter. I don't have a place to publicly speak out. Could try Parlor, but eh. And this art again. I'm going to put that under keyword AoE. Because at 6 mana, you can use this a few times. Also, this kind of seems like what I would try to be in D&D if I played an Angel of Sorts. Just keep trying to save everyone, not believing that death is truly an end. I forgot it even had flying. Huh. Probably because it's only good in the brawl decks. This card I want to keep in, but at the same time it's a 7 mana 4/4. I would like to run maybe 8 or 10 basics in the deck. If I would, or if I do, I imagine the second half where it cares about being a plains for landfall. I imagine that will be improved, but I mean, I don't know how often I'd be able to pull it off. It might just be that this is simply a good deck for mono white, and that's about it. What are the shortcuts? I want to move this to my sideboard. This is under here. I see you remove card. Hmm. Nothing for Yeah, nothing for moving to sideboard. Alright. Anyways, I hope I've been somewhat entertaining. I hope your night's been well. For the time being, let's say here. Save on this side, just in case. I think I put this in for the keywords, even though the ability is fine at best. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, I'll put it in under keywords. I probably should take it out. Um, you know what? Okay, so just double tap it. Okay. And then what was the other one? Gisela. Wait, did I put in Bruna? I didn't. I got so enraptured with meld that I forgot the main meld. And Gisela, your keyword soup. What the? Oh, must have accidentally tapped somewhere. I want to say control. Control or make a new one for token creation. Because it's just a fine card. Tokens it is. Every 4 or 5 angel that I cast, here comes a 4/4 zombie. Why not? Wait, oh I see. Ah, I'll put that under ramp. Oh, shoot. Um, and then I just realized. Oh, what? So escape doesn't save. That's... Huh, huh. I did not know that. Anyways, after that learning, I rose, I'm gonna put under here. One thing I like about Commander is as long as you're not going up against the same exact decks all the time, you see a lot of variety. It There are cards that I have stumbled upon looking for other cards usually. I had no idea they existed, and now I want to include them in other decks. One weird example is this card. I apologize for the art, it is a bit odd. 3 and 2 green for 6/8. Beginning of upkeep, sacrifice this unless you put 2 cards from your graveyard onto the bottom of your deck. Pay 2 green, discard a card. It's unblockable for the turn. Effectively unblockable. Copy that with Grenzo Dungeon Warden. Comes in with extra counters for each mana past 2 Rakdos you give him. Sure. 2 mana. Put the bottom card of your library into your graveyard. If it's smaller than him, bring it in play for free. Comboing those two, I really want to make work. I knew about Grenzo for a while and didn't really see much reason to have him. This, I don't even remember how I stumbled upon it, but it has broken my mind wide open. With this card alone, I've thought about just a simple value deck. I've thought about making a madness deck, making 4-color vampires non-blue. I've thought about making a dragon deck where I discard the good dragons and then bring them black, ugh, bring them back with this guy, get some shenanigans off of that. And once again, I'll state my interest in all of this. I would even argue is partly because of my Yu-Gi-Oh past, where, as they say, the graveyard's a second hand. Well, guess what? So's the exile in Yu-Gi-Oh. There are decks based around moving your cards throughout zones and just going nuts from there. And seeing this being applicable in Magic, I love it. We need more weird cards like those. Ah, recursion. This is apparently used a lot. Eh, I just think it's nice. Ramp. Lone Rider, I'm going to say is life gain. Eventually, it becomes a bigger keyword soup than its regular form. And this is another card that I wanted to make work in Innistrad. Anyways, yeah, I said you were a life gain. What? No. There we go. I hate these scroll controls. Hate them. Um, we'll do here. This is another card where, as soon as I found out about it, I started thinking, okay, whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Windows, please be normal. Oh my goodness. Anyways, um, Moonveil Dragon is one of those cards where I just started wanting to put in other decks. I had never seen it before, but it's an effect that I love. This one is absolutely here. And this one goes under control. The friend who I'm building this deck for, his technically modern deck is, am I spelling this right? Is a Boros deck that's all about the battalion mechanic. So, with a battalion +1, I'm sure he'll love it. Heck, I think I've already given him one, maybe. Or at least shown it to him. Um, hmm. Let's do what? Just give me, let me in there. Thank you. I find it weird that they brought this into Arena, but I won't complain. Goodness. Oh, no wonder I'm yawning. It's almost 1. Huh. All right. And this one. Kind of running out of room. I still find the comma to be weird. You are life gain. And yes. What's the difference between recursion and a resurrection? I feel like I use those interchangeably, and maybe I shouldn't. This is another one that I'm willing to take out, but that everything gets flying in an indestructible seems nice. Although I'm in an Angels deck, so the flying's kind of mega redundant. We'll see. This I'm willing to keep in for the Vigilance buff. How do I look? Okay, sure. I'm kind of glad I found out about Streamlabs. It's easy enough to get used to. I'll say life gain. If my friend gets to pull off this combo even once, I'll be happy. And this is when things are gonna get awkward. I'm gonna do white, even though you guys can't see it. Once again, I mean, I could like do that. Thankfully, yes, you can still see the title up in the formula box. Cool, it worked. Yes. Oh, fudge. Maybe tonight it's better that I'm doing the letters instead of actually messing around with the color in the background. Burrasque the Hidden, which is very fitting because you can't see it. I don't think. I'll be checking again in a couple moments. No, you really can't. Wait, yeah. I think I maybe started including these back when there was a human sub theme in plan English. But now that I'm looking at it again, flying truly is redundant, so it's just is a 6 mana 4/4 that grants lifelink worth it. Just lifelink. On one hand, I don't expect this deck to get behind if it's in the air, but at the same time, a mutual friend of ours, who is kind of the reason he almost wanted to stop playing Magic at all, has a deck that can pretty consistently flood the board with 8/8s. So lifelink is probably nice. I'm willing to test this card. I'm willing to test it. But I expect to take it out. I hate to say that, but I do. Despite the name, I don't think it'll see much victory. Alright. So these are the creatures. These are all of the creatures I'm going to be shrinking from. Okay, so you are able to see that row. Got it. We'll say just so I can see too many. Where do I need to cut? How many do I need to cut? Etc. etc. Huh. How many O-rings do I have? And what's your name again? Oh, I need to put that in control then at this point. Yeah. How do I delete cells? I found out how to delete cells. I know I'm more than just a ability for extra combats. Just not in creature form, it looks like. And 3. So the Herald of War, that's the one where if I get enough counters on it, he cheapens things. Whenever it attacks, it gets the counter. Okay, good, good. So that's cheapening, which is close enough to ramp. Core cartographer. ETB, find the plains. That can be a savannah. That can be whatever the shockland is. I am still surprised with Ikoria. I know people hate on it for being busted and yada yada. I am almost disappointed by their lands. In a set that cared about cycling, we didn't see a set that cared about cycling and enemy colored wedges. There was no cycling dual land like we saw in Amonkhet. That would have been perfect. It would have been, I don't want to say flavorful, but fitting. And my biggest gripe, once again, wedges. There was an opportunity that in Ikoria, Lair of the Behemoths, to print wedge layers. Let me see if I can. Actually, is there a way to do subtypes? We'll say type. Yeah. It is a land, or it is a layer and it's a regular land. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice unless you return a non-layer to your hand. It enters untapped. I would have preferred these over the triomes. It would have been great. It would have finished the cycle. Anyways, another mini rant that I have. So let's go down here. And I'll say I'll move maybes to below here. Once again, you can't really see. Eh, yeah, come on. There you are. Oh, 2 hours. Wow. Well, thank you, Grim, for staying, even though you've been quiet. I appreciate you. I'm glad to have been entertaining, or maybe you're just sticking around because otherwise I'll be alone, and I understand both. I think I think this is good. We got Bruno, which I also enjoy. You're somewhere around here. Gotta have it, it's a meld. And Maria, I took you out. What? You. Landfall, return target, non-land, graveyard hand. 7 mana 4/4. That you then have to have another card to play to get value. Mm. I'm willing to test it, but as I probably said about earlier, also probably cutting it. Who else is on? Let's see. Um, hmm. I think I will keep this in. And then Red Dawnbringer is a must. Is a must. I know she's 9 mana, but boy. And then O-rings. In case you're not familiar, although you probably are, O-ring. He will be playing against token decks, so that's good. Also against elves, it's fine. Probably, hopefully. The elf deck in my main group, we don't play as often as we should. It's a precon, so it's not. I mean, I don't even think it has Greater Hoof in it. No, cancel that. I think he added a Greater Hoof. Pretty sure. If he didn't, his Beastmaster Ascension is close enough. I'm willing to take this out. It has 2 keywords, so technically it could be a 4 mana 5/5 if I had it under a chroma. But right now it's just a flicker. Flicker or blink, whichever. Potato to me. Um, yeah. What? I. Why are you doing that, Windows? Seriously? Sure. Sure, I'll force myself to have that kind of a formatting. Who's next? Why did I move that one? No. Everything's messed up. Lovely. ETB exile until leads. With embalm. Eh. What was Admonition Angel again? Oh, that one, Landfall. Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep this in because, I mean, it's a decent body, but also, I believe, yeah, it looks like you can target your own stuff. So, exile something from your graveyard and get it back in a few turns. Definitely willing to test it. Definitely. 2 and 2 it is. Five mana 4/4. It gets buffed after a while. It's not a counter though. But I do expect if he does play this deck, I expect it to be a 4-player game. So a 5 mana 7/7 that gives your flyers +3/+3 effectively. Yeah, absolutely gonna keep in for a few games at least. Oh hey Koopa, thanks. I mean, if you want, you can keep me in the background. Or oh no, I see the time. Yeah, yeah. Um, if you can't sleep and it's 2 o'clock, I'll probably still be here. Goodness, 2 hours, wow. I've been streaming for a while, holy cow. Well, ah, I see. Well, welcome. I'm, as you can tell, probably I'm building the Lit deck. They don't have all the cards though, so I'm making do. Uh, they don't have Jumpstart, Zendikar Rising, or Commander Legends. I've got most of it though. I'm fine. Wish I could figure out how to save the stream so you could see the rest of the stream later. I'll learn it eventually. Anyways, going back to here. +2/+2 in vigilance on a cheap body? Yes. I think this is fine. Yeah, because this is just number of opponents you have, and you don't even have to attack them. Sure. And then Moonveil Dragon, I am absolutely keeping in. Oh, Koopa, since you're here, there's the dragon. Not bad. Excuse me. Uh, sure. Yes. Willing to test it. Also, where are you there? So how's Fall Guys? Did you get any crowns? Definitely keeping you absolutely without a doubt. Anger I'm keeping, I already know. Archetype probably keeping. Is that the weird Avacyn? No, that's a good one. Is my camera really this weird of a quality? Yeah. Oh, nice. Congrats on the win. I'm not sure when I'll be able to stream next. Otherwise, I would say, hey, want to challenge me sometime in the future? But you know how it is. Season 3, wow. I feel like they just had season 2. These are short seasons. Hmm. Anyways, yes. Other permanents are. Oh my goodness. Deathless Angel. Yes. Yeah. Oh. Hmm. Winter themed obstacle course. Oh no, ice physics. Be ready for that. Be ready for ice physics. Keep, keep, keep. Gotta keep. You can go. What? Yeah, just move there. What? Oh, duh. Um, wait, aren't you the second time I've... Isn't this the second time I've seen that? Maybe it is, I don't know. Anyways, sure. Over Brask. That grants haste. Victory's Herald. Taking you off. You are mediocre. Oops. Um. Huh. Turn slime into snow or slush. I can see that. Like, I don't. You're able to see that white. I didn't want it to keep the formatting. So now it's no. What the heck? Windows, man. Oh, did oh wow, there's more people now. Hello. Just now saw that there's and one left. Well, hello to you who stuck around. Hello. I am currently building a deck for a friend of mine. He likes Boros, that's basically all he plays. He enjoys playing Magic, but doesn't always feel like he's on par with the rest of the group. So I figured as a nice gift, I'll build him a deck, and that's what I'm doing right now. And now people are gone again. Well, I'm not expecting too many folks anyway. I'm not popular. I'm not typical. I'll keep them in. I'll keep those in. Um, uh, mm, Koopa, it seems like it might be just you and me, unless Koopa already left. Mm, Just keeping Radiant. I I think I remember who you are. Yeah, probably not. I can see this being in a Birch deck though. Why did it do that again? And then you are not cooperating. You are 5 man, is that right? Yes. You're acceptable with a chroma, but Man, goodness, I probably need to go to sleep. I'm almost at the end of E, and I don't care. Yeah, I'm just about done. So probably after this, I'll stop with the creatures because that's all I've got, and then I'll head out. I'll worry about artifacts, spells later. Let's see. Um, yeah, I definitely need to like plan these and promote them properly. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, my legs are tired. Why is my camera so poor? I know that's not really important for these kinds of streams, but man, this computer wasn't cheap. To me, it wasn't. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put it as a test. Yeah. Um, Same with you. You're one mana more, and you had lifelink, which is nice. So, oh yeah, duh. Um, and I'm gonna keep you in, even if you're not an angel. Honestly, Angel Tribal hasn't really affected, like, the tribal aspect hasn't affected this deck much. Absolutely. Archangel of Touch, I'm keeping Blinding Angel. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Audric, it's for Leadhound. He'll like it. Platinum Angel, it it helps. Subjugator Angel, Sunblast Angel, combo two well together to not include. And then you. I settle the wreckage where they don't get to ramp. Come to think of it, why not? Nah. What were you again? I already forgot. Oh, the settle the wreckage. That's what you are. Yeah. No cuts. Stop doing that, Windows. Oh my goodness. People complain about Macs, but at least it doesn't randomly shift your window open. Eh, I mean, put it out there. It's a 3 mana 4/4 flyer. We'll say turn 2. Turn 3. My bad. Turn 3, you have a 4/4 flyer. That's nice. But you have nothing to steamroll. You have no engine. You have nothing. Good day, sir. I'm putting you under T. Where are you? I don't remember what you do. Ah, but like, I don't have many ways to gain life. Oh, lifelink. I've got a little lifelink. I'll keep it in there. Not gonna include it at this point. Lone Rider, yes. Resplendent, yes. Shattered, I remember. Oh, that was the opponents play a land, you gain 3 life. Yes. Aurelia, War Leader. Duh. You're the commander. Got a Eternal Ketra, you make tokens, yes please. Herald of War, you make things cheaper. You grab a planes. You grab a number of planes. You're fine. I've got resurrection. Control save. I think I'm gonna wrap it up now. So what are we at? 7, 11, 22, 35, 48, 53. Let's take out the tests. 1, 2, somewhere in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 45 creatures. I'm at a good start, I feel. Perhaps get rid of some redundancies. Aside from that, this should be fine. Next time I go on to live stream, I will either be finishing up the non-creatures or working on land, maybe both. And then after that, uh, Koopa, if you're still in the chat, if you're still available at that time, whenever it may be, let's battle it out. 1v1. You bring your Krakens, you bring your battle from the sea, I'll come at you from the sky. May the best non-land deck win. Well, chat's awfully quiet. So I think we're good. Thank everyone who stopped by, although I guess only one of you's left. Oh well, it was nice. I will try to do this again, hopefully soon. In the meantime, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays,